representing Sekhukhune. We will follow the same procedure as last time, so we'll have 15 minutes of the live section, and then we'll then have an additional 10 to 12 minutes of the embargoed section. Starting now is the live section. Coach, maybe just opening remarks, your thoughts. I know you probably have not had a training session since your last fixture, but the focus is now on the Nedbank Cup quarterfinal. You play up against Sundowns. What can we expect come Saturday?
Good afternoon, colleagues, and thank you, Dr. Futane. I don't know which team does it still have time to train. Only when you are scheduled to play Royal AM, yeah. But other than that, I still want to see the team that will say they have a full schedule for training. Yeah, we definitely are in to win it. We always go into the cup game wanting to. Definitely, we have gone to the finals once, and we want to repeat that and maybe even do better in the finals. So definitely, we are taking this game very serious. It's not going to be an easy game, but we are preparing very well. We knew when we were still going through our 2 rounds that sooner or later we'll be getting closer to the finals. So for us to get to the finals, they say you have to beat the best, or you have to play with the best for you to win something.
Thank you, Coach. Let's take questions now from the floor.
Maybe
one more thing.
Yes,
okay.
Before the questions, I want to answer before they ask. So that we can be quick. I know there's no optional time. We consider that optional time is that I don't like optional time. Colleagues, I'll just first start and say, please, I'm not going to say anything about the issue of our player, Sipho Mbule. And any questions regarding Sipho, I wouldn't be in a position to answer it at the moment. And he was not going to be available anyway for this fixture. So let us not bring his name. What I can only say is we'll await the proper and official statement from the club once everything is settled. So please, I know we all like him. We like to know, but yeah, for now, I think I've answered all of you. We can continue. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Coach. Let's take the first question. I said this is still the live section. Let's take the first one on the floor. Any? You've answered.
I told you, I've killed it. Let's finish. I told you. I told you.
Okay, I think there's a hint. You
can see you're a defender in your days.
I might be tempted to pull a counter press on that. But, Coach, you just came back literally after playing a few hours ago. Like rightfully say, nobody has a training session these days. But definitely, if there's a coach that can plan a session in 20 minutes and beat other teams, I'm sure you can take motivation from that. What have you picked up from the Sundowns form in recent matches, and what is your strength going into this match?
Who's the coach that prepared the team for 20 minutes and be able to win? I don't want to answer things that I don't understand.
I know, Coach, but I'm just saying that if a coach comes out and says, I prepared the technical part of this match in 20 minutes and won, surely you must have picked up something from that squad. What have you learned and what are you planning for Sundowns?
Definitely any time. Me, my squad, we can tell you, we are the team that needs time. But however, it's just that the schedule is tight for everyone, and if you can ask all the clubs, I think the analysts have never been under so much pressure like now. The clubs that are using them, and I think the clubs that maybe they were not using them, they have already, or they will start using them, because at the moment it's only recovery and trying to do your post matches and analyze the opponent, and you do recovery, you rest, you eat well, get your massage, you try to get them as fresh as possible, and it's not easy. The traveling that is happening is a lot, and it's for all the clubs. But the team that we are going to play against is the team that everybody knows about it, and they don't. The good thing is they don't change the way they play. People are saying they have changed the style of play, but I can tell you that they mixed whatever that they have been doing is still there. Now they have, maybe I can say they have other ways of playing or attacking, and it's not only the one-sided one that you can say, okay, if you can try and close this one, this structure, you'll be able to have a chance. You have to prepare for everything, because it's the team that is using their players very well. They've got the players that are technically good, the players that are quick, the players that are physical, and the players that in set pieces they are dangerous. And so we as Sekhukhune United, I think I'm still saying that we lost 4-2 in the league, but I think on the day, had we made better decisions, I think we could have had a better results. And we still gonna play our way also. If you check the last time we played them, we did not have people are saying you're parking what, but we played, and that is how you have to play Sundowns, and you just need to make sure that it's a matter of saying, are you gonna use your chances when you get there? Because them, with the quality that they have, with the amount of players that they have, they are always refreshing the team. Okay, maybe for the past 2-3 games, 95% has been the same, but you find that there's quality that whenever the opportunity is there, they try and bury it. But other times when we get the opportunity, we get to miss it, and then that counts. And small margins in this game, they count.
Any further questions for the live section? Okay, Karabo, there's another hand. Okay, who wants you, Rani? Let's start with Karabo.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Coach.
Okay.
Monitor.
On your right, Coach. On your right. Your right hand side.
Oh,
Good afternoon.
I just heard the voice. Okay, sir.
All right. Coach, how frustrating is it, to always read about...
Hey, slow. What shall we say? Okay.
I'm asking, how frustrating is it to read, in the media about your job security and whatnot, having done so well? I mean, I'm looking at your history from Bloemfontein Celtics, coming at this club, at your previous clubs. You always have a very good record. How frustrating is it that, it seems like every second month there's things said about your job? Is it not frustrating, and how do you keep focused in regards to what is it that you should be doing and, blocking out the noise outside?
I think I've been doing that for the whole of my coaching career. It's the clubs that I went when they had 3 points, the last three games, for them to survive, we won them 4 games, 6. And so I've developed a very, very thick skin, and I've learned to block the external factors, because I will be doing injustice to the group, and I have to make sure that I'm always at my best. So up until anything it's official, or it remains as rumors, and the coach of Sekhukhune United, we are talking about the team that will play now, is still me. The coach that lost yesterday, it was me. So I continue. I don't focus much on what the media is saying over social media, because it's easy for me to sit at home and type and then it goes viral and I don't know, it gets to be everywhere. So really I'm not getting moved by that. I always say I can only control what I can, and which is the team, and making sure that the team is prepared and where we are and the way we have been playing. I think for the first time since match number 1, we have never been out of top 5, and I think it's for the first time for this club. And if you check the kind of players that we have, yes, quality players, but as a club, we had to dig deep, especially me. I did not do the preseason with the club. I did not have the time maybe to sign the players, but I'm not complaining about the kind of players that the club have signed, because they are good players. But it's a process, because most of them, you can count them. I don't want to mention names, but you will know better. Most of them, when was the last time they played? You understand? So if you check, some of them you did not even know where they were. But look at them now, they are trying, they are getting. Hence, maybe when the tough gets going like this, we need to manage them better, and we need to make sure that the injuries are not much. And I'm happy the way things are going. And to answer your questions, nothing that you got out of deeper, thick skin.
All right, Rani?
Coach, need the corridors in Zamir.
Where?
At the back room.
Oh, that light is
It
okay.
sounds like you have been defeated already, because you mentioned something like the quality they have. So my question, I put it to you, I want to say to you, are you pressing any panic buttons or spending sleepless night now that we are playing a team that is scoring an avalanche of goals? It's beating other teams scoring. So that's my question. Are you pressing any panic buttons that we think Sundowns?
We're gonna go there and win Sundowns. I'm not pressing any panic buttons. We're going there to win it, and that is what I'm saying. That is why I was saying that if you watched our last game against them about 2 weeks ago, really, it was a game that it could have gone either way. So definitely, the towel is far from being thrown. We are going there to win it. We will never see this Sekhukhune United that will be sitting, or people are saying they are parking the train or what. We want to make sure that it's a one chance, it's a cup. We have got nothing to prove but to win the match so that we can get into the next round. That is our only aim. Thank you, Ndare.
Thank you, Coach. We'll move on to the embargoed section now. This next section is embargoed for 8 p.m. So let's start with Jabulo.
Jabulo from Newspaper. This question is not entirely directed at Sekhukhune, but in terms of football in general. You've got a player at the moment currently involved in sort of the court case, and you're not the only one that has played someone who had been sort of trying to clear the name in the legal avenues. So as football, how do you find balance in situations like that, where you let the law take its course and you honor the contract that you have with the player, and or in terms of that, and sending a strong message about things that are sort of societal ills, whether it's in terms of how people die or even some domestic violence, in terms of how you act if you contacted someone who's involved in legal case of such things?
I think the issue of our player, our brother, our colleague, has been spoken a lot about it, and the club, I want to say, it remains remorseful. We remain remorseful as the club, and we are saying we have to make sure that we do what we avail him whenever the courts want to see him. So can we just at least respect it because it's still in front of the courts? How are we going about it? If you are available and we can use you because we have a contract with the club, we will forever use him. However, we'll cooperate anytime that he is needed. He will be given time. How am I doing it? We have to just to help the guy, support the guy, and the way he's playing, you can see that he's getting a lot of support, and yeah. But let's give it respect the legal route that is happening. Thank you.
Okay, let's move on to Tsepan, also on the left-hand side.
Coach, the side. Just to add on to Jabulo's question here, because there was a whole thing that the family was informed about Mokhaila playing, and then they come out and say that no, they were not asked for permission. In your opinion, is this a matter that requires you to go to the family to ask them to play the player, or do you just go with what you feel as a team?
This issue has been talking a lot, and I don't have any opinion on it. Let us respect the courts, and please let's treat it with care, handle it with care, please. It's a very sensitive issue, so I'm sorry, I don't have an opinion on it. Yes.
Okay, as we move along, let's go to Kamu. I think we've got 3 hands here, right?
There are guys that are just smiling here. You don't want to ask.
Coach, take us through the important role that Mamelodi is playing in the team in making sure that you've got full complement of your squad, less injuries. I mean, you've also been alluding that there's a whole lot of traveling, less training, it's more games. So take us through the important role that Mamelodi is playing in the team.
I don't know, maybe he's your friend. Why do you mention him only because we are a team? So I'm not going to stand here and talk about Andy Malebu. As Sekhukhune technical team, we are working very hard. Every member of the club is contributing. And we are just happy that the team assembled that kind of a technical team. But come and say, Andy is the one that is nowadays that the technical team, we are doing our utmost best to make sure that the team is prepared for our matches.
Thank you, Temo.
I'm just looking at an individual as well. Hopefully.
Can we talk about the team, guys?
No. We're talking about the team.
Okay.
You have we touched on an analyst, Sekhukhune. The game has moved to a phase where you said yourself, where teams, are even looking at analysts, and those who don't have analysts will get new ones and all of that, something like that. What influence does an analyst like him, not personally him, but have on the effect of today's game, based on, one, the time that you spend on the road, number two, the philosophy of the club that you coach in, number three, the feedback from the analysts? How much of that is very important to you? Mentioning the individual, of course, he works with the national team as well, the benefits of having one in your team.
I think sooner or later the analysts will be called coaches, and people must not take it bad, because their job is to look at the opponent and find the avenues where we can capitalize and find how we can structure ourselves when we are playing against any opponent. And I'm not going to mention him. I don't like to mention individuals. We all know that he's a good guy. He's top. His work is unbelievable. But we as Sekhukhune United, I think I want to say that the management have assembled a lot of good people that are working there, and we're very lucky to have him, because like I'm saying to you that sometimes we are giving him that room of them. We have two analysts that are there. Yeah, and him is more of the performance analyst per se, and we are giving them that freedom of even as to going as far as having an individual sessions with the players to analyze either the opponent or to do the post match with your actions, because sometimes hearing it from a different voice, you can get it, and then seeing is believing. So he will put the projector, he'll put it there, he'll put the actions there. The coach wants you to do more repetitions of this action with this intensity. Did you do it? Look at yourself. Why do you think you're not doing it? Look at this. You were supposed to control this. Did you use the proper technique? Coach is always saying that between the lines, what is the quickest way of going forward, back foot, and then you're already on the, don't stop the ball and sit on it and step and turn. By that time, the opponents have recovered. They are small details that they are doing, and they are very, very important, and we give them space. That is why I said the whole technical team of our club is working, and we are really trying to improve the team.
Okay, we're wrapping up now. Mr.
Coach,
Sorry.
just looking back to the game that you played against Sundowns, I think a week or two ago, or a couple of weeks ago, you conceded, but still came back into the game, and as you said, it ended up being maybe a close contest. What would you say is the best way then to with that game in mind, the best way to approach them? Do you just have a go at them from the beginning, or do you sit back and then try to go again? And then a follow up on the other question as well. Despite you saying that you have a thick skin, coach, regarding your job always being mentioned, even
You don't believe me?
Sorry?
You don't believe me?
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying despite what you've said.
Okay.
Don't you find it disrespectful, given the kind of results you always bring, and also on different players that are brought into the team, having been playing, you are managing to get them back to their best? Don't you find it disrespectful, even if not from the media, because the media report what's there, the conversation starts somewhere?
The first one?
The first one was on
The approach.
It was the approach. Yeah. Okay. We play the way as Sekhukhune United we want to play. Of course, we have to respect the opponent. We have to make sure that we know, at least, like we spoken about the analysts, we know how Sundowns, maybe they, like I've told you, that they have different ways of playing or attacking or scoring, and sometimes there are those players that are making sure that they're opening for other attention, they're dividing their attention. But the important thing for our team is to make sure that we're relaxed. We don't go there and play with fear. We give them that freedom, that support, that will say, let's go, it's 11v11, and the one who wants it most at the end of the day will have to work hard. And we don't have anything that we can say we have this way or we have that, than to say we're going to have to work very hard, because we'll be playing against a very good team, the team that has been on top of the log since it just started. Coming to the one that of disrespected, if I feel disrespected, I don't have control over somebody who is disrespecting me, like you are saying, and I there's nothing I can do. If that is the way you feel or the way you see it, the way, I move. That is why times the players that if you sub him at before half time, first up, he goes, he storm out, he doesn't even shake your hand, he goes straight to the dressing room. To me, I was a player. Rightfully so, he's allowed, he's human to get angry, but Once we sit with the analyst, we tell him that this, and it's not something that we are saying we're expecting you to do. We spoke about it, we showed you, we told you, but you are not applying it. So, and that way, that one I have control over. But if somebody writes something or speculate or I've got a lot of work, my brother. I've got a lot of work. Staying at the top there is not easy. How many 31s that are there you saw? So now I'm on position 4 here. You remember what happened when I was in position 4? So I must move out of position 4 quickly.